Hello, everybody. Hello. And welcome if you're watching this afterwards as well. I was reminded after last week's live that I should also say hello to those who watch after the event. So hello to those who watch after the event. Thank you for tuning in. It's great to see you. We have John. Hello, John. John is moderating today, so he will be keeping everything in order, and he's very nice, but I'm sure he's also very strict, so I don't have to be, which is very cool. Hello, Karen A. Lovely to see you, my darling. I'm so glad you're here. And yes, very good. Very happy to see you. I'm very happy to draw cards for you. Of course, we've all been thinking about you as you've made your recovery. Hello, Magnet for Love. Lovely to see you. Hello, Seren. Lovely to see you too. That's awesome. Good. All right then. So we better make a start, haven't we? All right. So I'm going to go till 9 o'clock tonight. We went for 2 hours, 40 minutes last week. It was a lot, but yes, but I have a date with my husband at 9 o'clock. He's going to take me out for a glass of wine. So 9 o'clock is the witching hour, guys. That's great. Magnet for Love, I am fine. Thank you very much. I am very good. Okay. Let's have a look. Who else have we got? Aiden Gonzalez. Here we go. Magnet for Love, you are first. Tell me if you want me to draw your card. I'm sure you do. Let me know if you want me to, ask a specific question for you or just take a general card. Okay. So hello, Aiden. Please do like and subscribe. I'm going to ask everybody to. I'm going to be saying this throughout the live. Here's the thing. I'm going to be really honest now. My views of my videos are pretty lame. Let's be honest, they are lame. And I don't know why, right? Because I think they're pretty good. I think the videos that we put in a new video every week. And so what I would like everybody to do, if I do a reading for you, I would like you to watch one of the videos on the channel, or 2 or 3. And listen, I don't care if you don't watch it. Just put it on to play all the way through. That can be your payment for me for doing a reading for you. If you would do that for me once a week, I would love you forever. Okay? Should we do that? Let's do that. All right, Aiden. So I'm gonna let me see. At work, I asked a woman out. She said no. We should complain about me. I want to keep my job. Oh, that's so brutal, isn't it? You can't even ask somebody out. I'm sorry. Let's ask. Okay. All right, Aiden, let's see what we've got. Well, we've got the 5 of Swords. I don't necessarily think you'll get the sack. She looks like she's not exactly, I don't know, she doesn't look like she's seeing it as a positive. We don't know why. Probably because of something that's happened before, because in this card we have past history that hasn't been forgotten, that is in play in the current situation. So I don't necessarily think she'll complain. If she does, all right, but it won't lead to getting fired. This is not fired, okay? Doesn't make for a good atmosphere, to be honest with you. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's unpleasant. But you know what? I don't think you're going to lose your job. So don't worry about that. You won't be judged as a result of it. We would see a whole different energy if that was the case. So you won't have any repercussions. But it does feel a bit icky, honestly. But that's probably on her. So, you know, sorry you have to go through that. But nevertheless, we are where we are. But you won't lose your job. I'm pretty concerned about that. Okay. So, Magnet for Love, would you like me to take a card for you? You were first on the list. But I want to make sure before I do that, in case you've got a specific question that you want to ask, in which case I will answer that. So let me know. Okay. Suren, very nice to meet you too. Hello, Nat the Horse Witch. Great to see you too. Aha. Okay. Magnet for Love, what is important that I know from Spirit, please? That's a lovely question. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Right. Well, this is a perfect card as a what do I need to know from Spirit. This is the only card in the tarot deck that doesn't have a person on it. So what this card is doing is it's telling you that things are in motion, and you should go with the flow and lean in and hurry up. So if there's anything you need to do your end, right? So whatever it is that's going on, lean in, right? If you know there's action you should take, lean in and do it quick, lean in. There is an energy stream that you are in, and things are leading in a direction, and you need to lean in with that energy stream. So that energy stream is in process, and that's what they're saying. So that's really good, isn't it? Whatever's in process, they haven't said, and that's obviously because it needs you to participate. So what you need to know from Spirit is that things are in process, things are happening, energy is building. It's like an escalation. So it's asking you to also lean in to the escalation. So what have you been asking for, and what are you doing? Do more of it, do it quicker. Excellent. That's really good. I think that's really positive, actually. I think that's great. So something's coming. Magnet for Love. That's for damn sure. Okay, good stuff. Sarah Taylor, will I move to land this year? Will I move to land this year? Are you living on a boat, Sarah? Is that what this is about? Are you moving off a boat onto land? Let's have a look. Let's ask. Okay. Well, there will be the opportunity for you to do that. I think there needs to be either a new job or a new circumstance by which you can build a new life of some sort. So, but yes, good. And I think you'll have the opportunity to do that. I think you'll have that opportunity to make that happen. That's really good. Again, we have an ace here. So what the ace is telling us, Sarah, is that you're going to have to really engage with this, because aces are not guarantees. They're aces, they're potential energies. So what this is telling you is the potential exists. Yes. Is it definite? No. Do you have to do anything to make it happen? Yes. So what you have to do is you have to look for the opportunities that are going to enable that to happen. And those opportunities will be there should you look for them. They will be. So the opportunity does exist, right? It's not a slam dunk yes, but it is a definite possibility, because that's all I can give you with an ace. What you do is going to really count for that. So please, lean in and look for those potentials, look for those opportunities for you to get what you want. All right? Good stuff. That's good. That's positive. We like that. Ace of Pentacles is a great card. We love that. Mm-hmm. Thank you, John. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write a comment, and buy Janice's new book. It's a brilliant idea. And visit Janice's online shop, lifecodetarot.store. We've got lots of lovely tarot-related stuff. It is awesome. Please check it out. Please let me know what you think. Hello, Namira. Lovely to see you. Oh, thank you. See, here we go. Nat the Horse Witch. She tries to watch and comment on the channels for the algorithm. That's what we need, guys. Support the channel. We've got to have watch time. The watch time has got to go up. This is ridiculous. I'm sitting there making these videos and I'm going, I'm in the weeds here. Come on. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Okay. It's me, Namira. If you would like a question, tell me what your question is and I will draw a card for you. Michelle B. Can certainly have a card. Okay. Right. Where should you put your attention for the next week, Michelle, for the most positive outcome possible? What should you do? Let's have a look. Well, this is quite funny, really, because I'm going, right, okay, what should she do? And the card comes back, nothing. She should do nothing. She should rest. She should withdraw. She should step back. She should stop engaging. She should literally clear her mind and withdraw. So on this card, which is, here we go, 4 of Swords. This, you can see this person's in a hospital bed. It isn't because you're going to hospital. You're not. But when you're in hospital, you're sort of separate from the world, aren't you? And here you have the nutrients you need. You are here to recover. So what this card says is you need to take some time this week. You need to sleep. You need to not go out and party, and you need to not engage with people. You need to literally go flatline to replenish yourself. That's very important, because you've probably got some stress or something going on, but whatever it is, that's what you got to do. That is my prescription for you, Michelle. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh, what's that? Mob Nikali. Nikoli. Oh, from Brazil. Hello. How brilliant to have somebody from Brazil. That's very cool. Very, very nice. Will Lady Gaga be nominated at the 2006 MTV? Do you know what? It's so funny. I got asked, I think I said a couple of lives ago, I got asked on Coast to Coast Radio if the Denver Broncos were going to get in the Super Bowl, and I said no, and it didn't go down at all well, and they didn't. All right, I will ask. I make no guarantees, but I will ask. Okay, let's have a look. Right. Okay, I'm thinking. I haven't gone quiet. I'm thinking. It's not a clear yes and it's not a clear no. Right, hold on. I'm going to have to investigate further, guys. I can't do this one with one card. Hold on. Okay, all right. What I'm being told here, so originally I've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a possibility. It's saying maybe yes, she will be nominated. So this is a potential. So this would be okay. But then we've also got, what will happen is what happened before. So if she's been nominated before, then I would say that's a slam dunk yes. If we thought she was going to be nominated, but then she didn't get it, then we've got that. So it's a callback to a previous experience. So it's definitely there as a potential. So I'd say it is a probably. I will go with probably. Okay. I think she's got a good chance of being nominated, and yeah, I would say I like her chances, right? Neither of those cards are absolute yeses, but they are, they're leaning in with encouraging signs, is what I would say. I'm very cautious, you see. All right. Great stuff. What have we got here? Hello, Karen. You can have a guidance card where to focus your energy this month. You absolutely can. It's lovely to see you. Okay, let's have a look. Right. All right, well, we've got the Eight of Swords, Karen, which says you need to focus your energy around the thing that you're overthinking about. Okay, and this is about just walk forward, because when we get into this overthinking, what we have to do is we just have to take one more step, and then one more step, and then one more step. So wherever your brain is thinking you into a bit of a prison by yes butting, because that's what this is. Oh, if I do that, oh yes, but yes, but yes, but. And so what this is about is like we think ourselves into a corner, we think ourselves into a prison, and we think there's no way out. That's why it looks like a prison, because we think there's no way out. Karen, you know what this means. I'm just saying this because other people may not. So the antidote to that is to go, okay, just take a step in whatever direction you can. So you don't have to make it absolutely right. You don't have to worry about the repercussions of things, because it's by taking a step that things start to free themselves. That's the point. Because, as we know, the 8, if we stay in the 8, it leads to the 9, which is full on anxiety, and we don't want to do that. So you've got to nip that in the bud by taking action now, because if you don't take action now, that anxiety will build and you won't be able to take action. And then you will, not enjoy that at all. So, yes, this month, one step at a time, but take those steps. Really, really important. Don't let this go any further. Don't overthink any further. It's not going to be good. All right. Great stuff. Good. Yes, Magnet to Love. It was the 8 of Wands indeed. Very good. We like the 8 of Wands, don't we? Cassia, lovely to see you. Do you want me to take a card for you? Tell me if you want me to just take a card or if you want to ask me a specific question. Okay, Saran. I'm really in love with Kusuma, but she isn't. And a possibility she will choose me and love me. I will check for you, sweetie. I have a feeling that we checked last week, but I will. Oh, what's that? Hold on. That one. There we go. I will check. Let's have a look. Okay. Well, I've got the 7 of Swords here, which is a tricky answer to your question, because what you've got to be careful of here, Suren, is that, and this is going to sound a little bit harsh, right? You're going to have to take it in the way that it's meant. Kusuma may well, if she chooses you, not choose you for the reasons of love, right? And that could be a problem moving forward. So if you want her to choose you with love in the same way you love her, you may need to understand that is something that may not happen. Might she choose you for another reason? Maybe in time. But be very clear that if that happens, it isn't going to be for the reasons you want her to choose you, sweetie. So, that is a tough answer. It's the answer I have for you, though. So that's my answer. You said, will she choose me and love me? I think in the future she may decide to choose you, but I don't think it's going to be from love. So we'll have to see how that one pans out. But just be, make sure you stay in control of this. Okay? We don't take people at any cost. That's what we don't do. All right. Let's have a look. Okay. Thank you, Eva. Lovely to see you. I would like, if possible, to ask what would happen if I leave my current partner and stay a single mum. Okay. All right, that is a fair question. That is a big question for a one-card reading, my darling, isn't it? Hey, but I will do my best for you. Okay. All right, John, that's very odd, isn't it? Let me have a look at that in a second. Hold on. All right. Okay, so Eva, let's have a look. Well, okay, so here's your card. This is the Nine of Cups. So actually, it is quite encouraging for you, really. And it's telling you that actually, I think you may well be happier, honestly. That's what this card tells you. It certainly doesn't tell you that it's a bad idea, darling. It's quite encouraging, in fact, about, wishes granted. So the Nine of Cups is a card of happiness, personal happiness. It is a personal card. So I would say, on the basis of a one-card reading, that is pretty encouraging for you. So I would say, if that's what you want to do, it's certainly not telling you that it's going to be a disaster. It's not. It's telling you that actually it could work out well. So good. It's encouraging, isn't it? Okay, we have to look at because John is moderating, and we don't have, and he is not able to do what we thought he was going to be able to do. Hold on one second. Well, okay. Okay, hold on one second, guys. I am just I'm just trying to work out whether or not there's anything I can do. Gosh, John, I have no idea. John, maybe think about Googling it. You should be able to. I don't know why. I don't know why you can't. Don't know. Very odd. Sorry, guys. Bear with us for just a second. We have a little bit of a technical thing here. Hold on. Right. No. No, I can't do anything my end, I'm afraid. Never mind, John, we'll try. See, I don't know if you can Google anything your end. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Okay, never mind. All right, we will crack on. What have we got? Okay. Twin Soul. Lovely. All right. Hello. Am I right about Bernard and his ego? I notice he always tells everybody they're not doing enough. And when we see harm, we mentioned to him, he said we should work on self. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, I'll take an advice card for you about Bernard. So how should you best deal with Bernard? Right. Well, you've got the Nine of Swords here, which I think is just, I think it's just telling you don't be worried, don't get strung out about it, don't be anxious about it. Just, it isn't making any kind of a comment about Bernard or, you know, or his ego or whatever. Just basically play it straight with him. Don't lean into what he does and doesn't say. Don't be anxious about his agenda. Just literally just don't be scared. Don't be scared of him. Don't worry is what that card says. I would just ignore it, to be honest with you. Tarot is not going to judge somebody because, they're egotistical unless it is very pertinent to a situation. They're not going to judge him just generally as egotistical. They're just going to tell you how to be, and that is just be confident. Just be really confident around him, and that's that. Just be really confident and ignore it. That's what that tells you, I think, which is fine, which is good. All right, what else have we got? We have, what will be the result of the issues I'm facing at work? Okay, Crafty. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Well, you've got Temperance, Crafty, and Temperance is telling you that ultimately you're gonna, I almost think there'll be some sort of maybe a mediation or somebody who's going to calm things down, and that's really important. So the situation will iron out. What I also think will happen ultimately is that you're potentially going to want to walk away maybe at some point and leave. That's not inherent in this card, but nevertheless, that's what I think is going to happen. But at work, I think it's going to rebalance. And I think somebody's probably going to help with that, right? So it doesn't look like it's going to escalate or get worse. But I do think you perhaps are going to want to walk away at some point. It doesn't feel like you're going to be there for a long time. But I don't think you're going to get fired. I don't think you are, so don't worry. I think you're going to make the decision to walk away, but things will even out first. Okay, so I hope that helps. Great stuff. Okay. Hold on, let me just go back up a bit. Okay, that's lovely. Thank you, John. I've got that message. Okay, great. So what have we got? Ohaswini? Okay, like 16, can we see Kushagra's current energy feelings for... Okay, so what is Kushagra? What are their feelings for you? Right, lovely. Let's have a look. Well, Kushagra's current feelings are very determined. So whatever the situation is, Kushagra is determined to be in control of the situation. And the thing is with this, I know your question was, what are their feelings for you? But the trouble is that this card is not about having feelings really for anyone else. This card is all about, I want this, which is there, and that's what I'm looking at. I am determined and focused on my goal, and I am not looking at anything else. So the thing is, you see, that you want to know whether or not maybe they're romantically interested. I would say they're not interested in anything except what they want to make happen. So it's difficult because it's not about you, sweetie. They're not looking at you unless you are part of their plan. They want to drive the bus, right? Very definitely. So this is the Chariot, and that's what's going on. So it's not a personal card, you see. It's not a card that has romantic overtones. It's a card of determination and power. So if it's romance you're looking for, I would manage your expectations unless they have an agenda that you are part of. And if that's the case, then you're going to be carried along in that slipstream. Okay, you're going to be along for the ride on the Kushagra bus, but it's not your bus. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. You obviously know them properly, but that's my answer to you. I don't think they have feelings for anything other than what it is they want to make happen. That's my answer. That's not the most comfortable answer, but it is nonetheless an answer. Okay, here we go. Will I overcome the challenges that I'm facing soon? Okay, Kia. I think it's Kia. I hope it's Kia. Lovely to see you, Kia. Haven't seen you here before, I don't think. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. And just to remind everybody, if I do a reading for you tonight, the request is that you find a video on the channel and you press play and you let it run all the way through and you like it and maybe leave a little comment on it for me, because I tell you what, I've got to get my views up and you guys can help me do that. So if you like this live and you want to help me do that, please do that. I would really appreciate everybody coming on this channel. You know what, I got something like 50 new subscribers from last week's live, and my videos are sitting at a truly abysmal 35 with 50 new subscribers. So I am asking you, please don't just subscribe for the free readings, contribute to the channel, and that will help me keep it going, because I can't keep it going if I'm only going to get 35 views on a video. There we go. We're all in this together, guys. All right, Kia, let's have a look. What does Kia know about overcoming the challenges that she is facing soon? Well, I mean, you've got the Four of Swords, which we've had already today, and this is just telling you to stop thinking about it. So I would say probably yes. I would say you probably will, because what this is, it's actually asking you to step back and to stop thinking about the challenges. Now, I know that's easier said than done. I get that. But what they're saying is that in order to overcome the challenges, what you've got to do is get real calm. Get really calm and rest. And in calming everything down and stepping back, that will then, apparently, according to this card, that will then enable you to then move beyond what you've got to move beyond, because you'll be calmer, you can think clearer, you'll be more rested, you won't be so stressed, and you can navigate your way more effectively. Okay, so this is not telling you to like go into battle and kind of fight it out. It's not telling you to do that at all. Quite the opposite. Calm everything down, right? Don't go round and round in your head about it. Step back and you'll see things differently. Okay, you'll find new solutions. Things will change. That's really important that you know that. Okay, hope that helps. It's good. And up. Hello, sweetie. Lovely to see you. You can have a love guidance card to find true love this year. You absolutely can. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see, what can we do for you, Anup? Oh, but you know what? That's really encouraging, isn't it? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's definitely going to be this year. However, I am going to tell you that you will find it, because all you've got to do is keep going. Now, the thing is about this card, Anna, is it is not a particularly exciting ride. Neither is it a fast ride. What we've got is got a tractor, right? So when we're sat on a tractor, sort of going vroom, 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 we are moving forward, but we're not moving forward at the pace of maybe a racing car or a train or a plane, or we are brooming along on the soil. But nevertheless, the point of this card is, if you do the right things and the right time, keep going. Do the hard yards, keep going, and you'll get there. That's what this card tells you. You will definitely get there. Stay the course. Don't rush. Keep going. You're going to be there. It's just timing. That's all it is. Timing and process. Don't try and rush it. Don't try and shortcut it. Don't panic. There is nothing to panic about. You're okay. You're on track. It's all right. You'll get there. Just maybe not as quickly as you would like. But you're on track. Do not panic. All is well. That's really good. Okay, Sarah, can I have a guidance card for my highest good, please? Yes, you may. Of course you would. All good. Okay, let's have a look. This is for Saren. Good. We've got the moon. Now, the moon doesn't look like a particularly positive card, does it, Seren? But you know what it is? Because what this is telling you is just because you can't see, just because it doesn't look clear, don't be afraid. Everything's going to be fine. So your worst nightmares, because that's what this is all about, right? This is where we can't see because the moon is eclipsed, right? And there's a black dog on the path, and we've got to try and get to the temple, but we can't get there because we're too scared to go through the gates, and it feels like a nightmare. And it can feel that also our mood can feel a bit low. We feel despondent, even depressed, maybe. However, what you need to know is all of that is an illusion. You're actually in exactly the right place at exactly the right time. And that's what you need to know for your highest good. All of this fear, it's just the dark. If the sun comes out, it looks completely different. It's just the light in which you're looking at it, which is the problem. There is no problem. You're okay. You're on track. You'll get there, a bit like the last card, but here we've got lots of fear in the way. Don't let fear make any decisions for you. You're doing all right. You're on track, right? There is nothing wrong. Look at it in a different light and you will see the gifts in there. Really important that you do that, right? Because that's the truth. All right, sweetie? You hold on to that. Very important. Good. Okay. All right, Amira, we can do you. Absolutely. You can have a general. Right. Let's have a look. So this is a general guidance card for Namira for her highest happiness, because we must always put that in because that's what our goal is, for your highest happiness. Okay, this is good. So we've got wisdom. So that's really great. Now, wisdom in the traditional deck is called judgment. And what this card is talking about is it's like being born again. So it's basically starting again with the benefit of your lived experience. So you've done some stuff, right? If you look, there's mountains in the background of this card. You've been through some tough times. You've been through some hardship. Take all of the positive wisdom that has given you and then close the door on it and start a new life. Start anew, as if you're born again, but with hindsight. So in a positive way, don't bring crap. No crap. You're not allowed to bring any crap with you. Don't bring any negativity. Don't bring any fear. Don't bring anything. You have got exactly what you need in order to be successful, because the next card from this is the World. So this is really good. So you are perfectly placed to start a new journey, right? It's reassessment. How are you going to do it now? It's like that's it. That gone. I've learned that and that. That's good. That will serve me well. But now I'm born again. I am starting again. It is the dawn of a new day. And you know what? It's fabulous. That's your general guidance card. That's pretty good. Walk forward as though it was fabulous. And you will be fabulous. And it's great. You've got everything you need. Nothing's missing. It's all good. Perfect. Walk forward with that. That will serve you well. Very nice. We've got some good cards. We've got some really good, strong cards coming up tonight, haven't we? I like it. It's good energy. Very good energy. There we go. Sprinkles Animates. Lovely. Okay, I'm working on my animation channel for quite a while. More actively since last year. Can you give me any guidance? Should I keep doing it or not? I love it, but uni is important too. Oh! All right. I'm going to ask. Let's have a look. Interesting. Right. So here we go. So we've got the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is a card of floaty thinking, right? Floaty thinking. And what it tells you is that there is no commitment here to maybe anything. So if you're going to do your animation channel, you're going to have to commit to it at some point. So are you going to commit to it down the line properly? Or is what you're doing at uni what you're going to commit to? Now, it doesn't tell you either is right, but it does tell you that you must ground your vision. So am I going to get serious about my animation channel, and am I going to focus on it? Or is it just a hobby and I can park it for a while I do what I know I'm really going to do? What are you really going to do? And this is the thing, because this card is like, but that might happen and that might happen and maybe that might happen. You can't live in the clouds. You can't live with if, buts, and maybes. You can't live in, yes, but maybe this will happen because it will be amazing. And that's lovely. But you've asked about making a decision. And that's the point with the Seven of Cups. It's like, well, it's not grounded. In reality, really, do you want to be an animator? Do you? Is that going to be your life? Do you love it so much that you want to do that and commit to it? Come what may. If so, choose it. If you want to do what you're doing at uni, choose that. The thing is that if the animation is a hobby, you can go back to it. You can, and then sort your university thing out and then decide afterwards. You could do that. But if you want to make animation your life properly, you must commit and do everything that you need to make it happen. But I'm not telling you which one to choose, sweetie. That's how you make your decision, right? That's how you make it. You've got to decide what you want. You've got to decide what's real for you. Okay, what's real? And then really put all of your attention into that. Okay, so it's not telling you not to give up, not to do your animation channel, but it is telling you the way you put your attention is what is what you must commit to, and that's really important. All right, I hope that is a help. That's good. Perfect. Hello, Relaxing Perfect. Lovely to see you here. There we go. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write a comment, buy Janice's new book, and also visit Janice's new online shop, lifecoachtarot.store. And there you can buy all kinds of things. We've got a range of really cool tarot clothing, t-shirts and things, all tied in with this deck. It's very good. You'll like it. Trust me, you will. Excellent. All right. Thank you, Kia. That's very good. Thank you for subscribing. That's perfect. All right. Lee's current feelings towards me. Very welcome. You are very welcome, new subscriber. Okay. So I have a request for every new subscriber. Well, everybody I do a reading for, would you please hit play on one of the other videos after this call. Let it play to the end. Like it and leave me a comment. We've got to get the views up, guys. Got to get the views up. All right, Lee. Let's have a look at Lee. Okay. So Lee is very focused on the way things used to be. He's thinking back about the past, and that is what is consuming him. So if the past was good, then he is remembering the past, and he's thinking about it. And if the past isn't so good, then he's thinking about that too. So this is about him remembering. So he's remembering what happened. He's remembering the way it used to be. And that is his current feelings. That's what he's doing. He's remembering what, I guess, your relationship used to be like, thinking back. Now, often this card is a card of rose-colored glasses. So if the past was relatively good, he may well be remembering the good times, and potentially this can lead to a revisiting or a return of that person getting back in touch. It can do. This doesn't say that is going to happen, but certainly he is remembering and he is thinking about it. He hasn't made any decisions as to what to do about it, but he is thinking and he's feeling. So, whatever is going on, he's certainly not oblivious to the connection between you. Okay, so there is something active still between you for sure. There you go. That's good, isn't it? Not bad at all. Okay, what do we have here? Just Jody. Hello, Jody. Love from South Wales. Well, that's great. You're very welcome. It's lovely to see you. Okay. If you want me to ask a question for you, just let me know what that is. Hello, Gina. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you for that. We're doing a website for my energy healing work, help expand my practice. Would it be best to keep focus on traditional psychotherapy? Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see. Right, I want to ask this in a way that is unambiguous, because we've got a couple of aspects to the question and we've only got one card, so we want to try and make it as clear as we possibly can. Okay. We're doing a website for energy healing work, help expand. All right. Okay, so what effect will having a website have on expanding your practice? Well, we've got death, which is change. So I think if you do that, what you're doing is you are in effect changing direction. That's what I think you're doing. If you're doing a website. So I'm not sure that it expands it. I think it changes it. So it's almost like it can't be both. I don't know why it can't be both, but that's what this appears to be saying. And so on some level, the website for your energy healing work, I don't think supports the psychotherapy. I think you would need to bring the energy healing work into the psychotherapy in a way that supports it, because what this does is it kind of flips you into a whole other thing, and you have to decide whether you want that or not. And it might be that just by making the website, your attention goes there, and so the psychotherapy work maybe just sort of takes a back seat. So that's what I think. I think it's change. I think it changes everything. And that's something that you have to have a think about. So, yeah, I think the answer is no. I don't think it expands it. I think it changes it. That's the key here, all right? And you've got to decide how you're going to play that, where you want to put your attention, all right? I hope that helps. Hello, Treasure Woman. Very nice to meet you. I'm just Jody. Okay, Jody would like to know what Spirit wants her to hear. That's fine. Let's ask that. That's a good question. Okay. Let's have a look. Ah, good. The Hanged Man. This is sometimes a little bit of a challenging card for us. Not that it is challenging. It really isn't. It shouldn't be, because not painful, not at all. It just tells us that we need patience. Spirit wants you to know that you need patience. And you need patience for a very good reason, because whatever the situation is now, by allowing it to be exactly as it is, being patient, not trying to change anything, not making a story as to whether it's good or bad. Don't allow yourself to have an opinion about it either way, right? We have to sacrifice our position in the Hanged Man. And then what happens is, over time, you get a change in perspective, which moves you to the next stage, the next place, the next outcome. But it is only through that process, it's only through sacrificing your position now and allowing it to be what it is, not whether you like it or not, kind of irrelevant. Just let it be exactly it is. Wait now. Whatever is going to come, it's going to come, but it will probably, you'll see things differently. And it is the seeing things differently that matters. That's the point. It's the change in perspective. It turns everything on its head. So what it's saying is, don't think about the challenges that you're having. Don't try and think about the shadow. Just sit there. Let everything stay there. Doesn't matter. It's going to sort itself out, but it will sort itself out because you're going to think differently about what you think the problem is, and it's all going to transform over time, right? That's what Spirit wants you to know. Very good. Very good. Hope that's all right. Gina, yes. I will, but not on the live, sweetie. So the best thing you can do, Gina, is to email me. Okay. I'm going to just put that up there so you know. If you could email me, Gina, then I'll talk to you about that, and you know, we can discuss it. Yes, of course, but email me, yeah, and then we can, or WhatsApp me or whatever, but maybe not on the live. Okay, that's great. Right, lovely, lovely. Oh, thank you. Ascending Universal Butterfly. That's such a lovely name, isn't it? That's so sweet. May I have a message from Goddess Isis on my spiritual path? Yes. Yes, let's ask. Good. Okay. So I asked to be connected to Goddess Isis, and I asked what was her message. And her message was, you need new inspiration, because we're at a 10 here. So what this is saying is, it's almost like a situation has gone to its brink. It's gone too far. So whether you're trying too hard, or you feel overloaded, or you feel like you're just a victim of everything, or whatever this is, it's come to the end of its path. And what she's telling you is that you need to stop. You need to stop, and in stopping, you need to come up with a new creative idea. A new creative idea. Because what's going on at the moment, it's like it's just got too heavy. She wants you to be inspired. She wants you to be lit up. She wants you to be to really lean into the idea of something that excites you. And right now, you're not excited. She's saying you're too busy just doing it, and feeling like you've got to. And on some level, there has to be a bit of a break here. You have to stop and just go, okay, start again. Now, this isn't the Hanged Man. This isn't stop, wait, it'll sort itself out after time. That's not what this is. This is stop, now, get creative, and come to a way of doing things that's exciting for you, that inspires you in what you actually want to do, because this is not what you actually want to do. What you're doing at the moment is not what you should be doing. That's a very strong message from the goddess for you. So I don't know what that means to you, but just have a think about it. And, you know, it's very interesting in tarot that we can actually connect with various individual deities. I'll just tell you all a story, because this reminded me of this story, and I can't remember who it was. It was somebody I was reading for, and this girl had she came to the reading, and she said, I have got I need to ask you, I think I'm being haunted. So I said, really? Okay. She said, there's a woman in my flat. It's all around me, and I feel her presence so strongly, and I'm terrified, and I'm really freaked out by this, and I need you to have a look and see what's going on. So I thought, okay, well, let's have a look. So we did the reading for her, and the reading said, yes, there was indeed there was indeed a woman around her. There was. I was like, oh my goodness, there absolutely is. But this woman does not have negative intent towards you. So I did a bit of questioning to this woman to try and figure out what the hell was going on. And it turned out the woman said, but you asked me, you invited me. And I said to my client, well, you asked her, you invited her. And I did not. I didn't. So I said, well, we've got a situation here where whoever this is with you because it's almost like you asked her to be with, you asked her to join you, you asked her in. So I freaked out. I've got no idea what you're talking about. So I said, okay, let's go in a bit deeper and let's ask her what's going on. And you don't remember asking her, fair enough, but let's ask her what her memory of this completely crazy situation where I am now having a conversation with this disembodied spirit in this girl's flat. And we're having a chat. And I said to her, what's your name? And I tuned in a sort of mediumship way, because names are not my strong point. But I thought, well, okay, let's see if I can hear anything. And what I heard was this sort of rushing noise, and I could hear this voice almost like in the distance, almost like over a gale wind. It was like I could just about hear it. And it sounded like Sarah. Okay, Sarah. I should know. I don't know anyone called Sarah. So I said, okay, I don't know who this is. And it's Sierra. It's Sierra. She said, I don't know anyone called Sierra. I said, okay, let's a bit more. So I said, okay, could you please give us some more information? Help us out here. We're really in the weeds. We don't know who you are. Can you please? She's scared. She needs to know who you are. So the answer came back that she had gone on a pilgrimage. And she said, and my name, what did she say? She said, my name, I thought she said, my name is Mountain. And so I said to this girl, look, she said you went on a journey or a pilgrimage of some sort. She went, oh my God, I did. I went with my brother to I think it was India. And, well, it must have been India. And she said, and we went on a mountain. And I said, well, she said her name. No, she said, we went on this pilgrimage. And I said, well, she's saying her name is something to do with mountain. And she said, oh, no, I don't believe it. This is too weird for words. She said, I went to visit the goddess Kali. And there is a shrine on the mountain. Her name is on the mountain. I said, well, what did you ask her? She said, I asked her to be with me. I asked her to be with me. I said, well, you've got Kali in your flat. And she said, that's terrifying. Kali's terrifying. I said, well, you asked her to be with you and she's with you. Now you better decide what you're going to do next. But she's not terrifying at all. She's with you because you asked her to be with you. That was one of the weirdest readings I have ever done, guys. I just wanted to share that with you because Goddess Isis, it sort of reminded me a little bit. How about that? That was a weird one. I just thought I'd share that with you. I hope you don't mind because it's Goddess. So we can connect with Goddess energy. We can connect with deities because when we put our attention on that energy, we can connect with them, as my client discovered. Amazing, huh? There we go. Okay, Natalie, I can fit in a guidance card for you. I absolutely can. Okay, so this is a guidance card for Natalie in alignment with her best happiness. Ooh, King of Wands. Lovely. So the King of Wands is a really confident card. Look, it's the rock star. So what it's saying, Natalie, is that you've got to be visible. You've got to be visible and step to the front of the stage. So this is all about you leading, right? It's about you leading and, in a way, bringing your expertise and inspiring others. That's really important. Inspiration is a big deal with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the rock star. And, he's got a little bit of an ego attached to him, but we can use it positively because he's the person. It doesn't have to be a man, it's women as well. It's king energy. So we are taking our fire energy, we're taking our creativity, we're taking our vision and our ability to be innovative, and we are standing at the front and we're going, okay, this is how we do it. And then you are helping other people to do what they've got to do in order to make the situation the way you want it to be. So that's what you've got to do. So this is leadership, right? You've got to lead and inspire others in the process. This is not just about telling them what to do. This is about inspiring them. But your guidance, this is your plan, this is your thing, and you've got to be prepared to lead from the front. Okay? Very important. Confidence. Bottom line, it's confidence, isn't it? Confidence and visibility is what you need. All right, Natalie? I hope that's good. I hope that's helpful. Okay, Thane, yes, you can. You can have a message. Is it Thane or is it Thane? Might be Thane. I like Thane. That's quite sweet. If I've got it wrong, please forgive me. Okay. Let's have a look. What is the message for Fanny in alignment with her best happiness? Okay, so you have the Knight of Wands. This is a fire energy card as well. The Knight of Wands says that now is the time for you to really step into gear, right? There are two aspects of the Knight of Wands which are really important. First of all, it's telling you that you need to be very passion-led. So what are you passionate about, first of all? What do you really want? What do you really want to do? What gets you fired up, right? Really important. That's really good. That's your ground zero. You've got to follow your passion. Do it with energy and zing. But you've got to be careful, because what might happen and what you've got to look out for is you run out of steam. So you've got to make sure that you put your passion on what you actually love. You don't want to just get all passionate about something and then just go, oh no, I've run out of energy, I don't want to do that anymore. No, you have a burst of energy and then you just sort of go, no, I've got all flat now, I don't care anymore. You've got to make sure that you really are passionate about it and you really do want it. That's really, really important for you. Okay, so don't be short term in your thinking. Don't be short term in where you're putting your energy. You've got to make sure it's sustainable. So you've got to make sure the passion is real and is going to last. Very important. Otherwise, you're going to be stop, start, and that's not going to help you. Okay, that is your message. And that is important with regards to your happiness as well, because that stop, start does not make you happy. All right, does in short bursts when you go, rah, yay, and then it's, no, I don't care anymore. So very important, you make sure you manage that energy effectively. All right, good. All right, lovely. Okay, so Suren, So I know we read about this, didn't we? And here's the thing. I'm just going to put you up on the screen here because I'm gonna tell you. So we took a card, and you asked me for guidance about Kusuma, and now you've asked me, should you move on? I'm going to tell you yes. I'm going to tell you yes, you should move on, because I don't think Kusuma is going to give you what you want. From the cards I've taken from you or taken for you up to now, I'm going to tell you, sweetie, you can definitely find the real thing. And I don't think Kusuma is. I think she feels like it. I think she feels like the right thing, but she's not. And I think you need somebody who feels the same about you as you feel about them. And this is not in alignment, sweetie, because she doesn't. And that's not your fault. It's actually because, and here's the truth, you won't make each other happy. You think if she could fall in love with you the way you fall in love with her, then she'll be happy because she'll feel like you feel should she be in love with you. Because you think it'll make you happy, so you think it'll make her happy. It won't. It won't make her happy. And she won't make you happy, okay? Because she won't be happy. Sweetie, it's not aligned. You know that. You won't make each other happy. Move on. Find someone that feels as delighted to be with you as you would be to be with them. And that is the route to your happiness, okay? So I just wanted to say that because I think it's quite important. All right? Okay. Lovely, lovely. That's good, Namira. I'm glad. Okay. What have we got? Sonu. Simon, I see you. I've got you next. I think I also have to check WhatsApp because I think I have a couple on there as well. Okay, let me see. Yuvashi. Okay. What are Yuvashi's current feelings for me? There is no contact at the moment. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what we can see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so what we have here is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords tells you that Yuvashi believes that there is a basic problem with the connection between you, and that's why there's no contact. So what he's saying is almost it doesn't matter how he feels, even if he did still have feelings, which it doesn't say he does, but even if he did, he wouldn't act on them because he sees that there is almost like a fault line running through, and that there is an inherent problem in any potential relationship between you. So he isn't going to act because he doesn't believe that the situation could change. That's the point. He doesn't see the potential of change, or for things to improve, or for problems in the past to be solved. He doesn't think they can be. And so basically, the Ace of Swords is very much about clarity. And it's where I see things clearly. I understand the problem, and the problem is not going to be solved by us being in contact. That's how he feels. So what I think he's done is, even if he has current feelings for you, Sonu, I would say he's probably squashed them, right? He's probably just pushed them away because he does not want to act on any kind of emotional precedent here. It's not going to be emotional. It's all swords. So that's why, darling, because he doesn't believe it can be successful. All he sees is the issues, and he doesn't believe they can be solved. Okay, that's a bit of a difficult one, but I hope that does bring some clarity as to why he's not contacting you. All right. Right, there we go. Simon, is it okay to have a card? Yes, it is. There we go. Right. This is Simon's guidance card in accordance with Simon's best happiness. Good. Now, the thing is about this card, Simon, this looks like a very scary card, doesn't it? And you think, oh, I don't like that card, but actually it's a good card. It's a very good card. So what this card is telling you is, don't worry, it's just a nightmare. So whatever your anxiety is kicking up about right now, whatever whatever it's nagging away in your head, maybe it's waking you up at 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is, it's not true. It won't happen. The worst case scenario will not happen. That's what you need to know. It's just a nightmare. So what you need to do now is make whatever decisions you need to make next without that as a outcome. All right. I use the expression quite a lot on these lives and with my clients, don't let fear drive the bus. You've got to decide what your next step is without fear, with clarity and conviction, right? Not fear. So the worst thing you think is going to happen, the thing, oh my God, what's going to happen? It's going to lose everything. It's like terrible. It's going to be disaster. That's not going to happen. That's not real. That's not going to happen. So dial it back and actually go, right, okay, if I work on the premise, that's true, that the worst case scenario isn't on the table. Now what am I going to do? That's what you got to do. Okay? Hope that helps. Good card. We like it. Always very useful, the Nine of Swords. A very useful card. We like it a lot. Okay. And we have Resla. Lovely to see you, Resla. I think you're new. If you have, do we have a, here we go. We have a question. We have a different question from Resla. We will do this. There we go. Resla, please do subscribe to the channel and please do like the video. And don't forget, anybody who's had a reading from me tonight, please pick a video on the channel and hit play and let it play. If you watch it, happy days. Leave me a comment. If you don't watch it, you don't have to fake it, but just let it run. I would really appreciate it if you would do that for me, please. Okay, Rezia, let's have a look. Rezia. Yes, Rezia, it's an I, isn't it? Okay, does Moshed love me? All right, let's have a look. Let's see what Moshed's feelings are right now. Okay, well, Moshed isn't sure. He just doesn't know. Honestly, he's on the fence. He thinks he might. He thinks he might not. He can't make the decision. And basically, he can't make the decision because he doesn't feel like he has quite enough information. So the question is, does he love you? I would say at the moment, he's really on the fence. So Is it a slam dunk? Yes, Rezia? Probably not. Does it mean he just doesn't love you? I don't think it's quite that strong. I don't think he wants to say no. He doesn't want to say, no, I don't love you. But neither can he really kind of wave the flags in the air and go, yes, yes, I'm in love. And I think you know that. So he's sitting on the fence because he's sort of yet to decide. And what we have here is we have a skeleton playing chess or playing drafts or whatever it is. And he isn't making the next move. So what he's not doing the next thing. He's not committing to the next move. He's just sitting there. What we have is stalemate. So we have stalemate because he doesn't have a clear idea of what the right thing is to do next. He's just sat, as we call it, in the horns of a dilemma. He doesn't know. He doesn't want to say no, he doesn't, but neither can he really commit to saying no, to saying yes, he does. So that's your answer. I'm afraid he doesn't know, sweetie. So probably you're going to have to put a time limit on this, and you know what, and call it at some point, because this guy's sitting on the fence and he has to get down on one side or the other sooner rather than later. Right? That is my advice to you. Great stuff. Statics, how lovely to see you. Okay. Can I get a card that will help me this month? Yes, of course you can. What are you doing, dog? It's hiding in the curtains. Okay. If you pull them down, I won't be happy. Make himself a nest in the bottom of the curtains. Okay, let's have a look. Statics. Let's see. Okay, so what will guide statics positively through the next month? What will guide statics positively through the next month? Oh, that's good. So this is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is where there are things around you, opportunities, people, situations that you are not saying yes to, when actually they would really help you. And so what happens with this card is it's sort of called ennui, where you're sort of sat and you feel really emotionally flat and disengaged and unimpressed. This is a very unimpressed card. It's like I am making it my life's worth to be unimpressed. Well, what this is telling you is that the trouble is that you're not opening up to situations around you that actually would work out in your favor. So I would take a step back from feeling flat. It's really hard, I know, but take a step back from it and go, okay, all right, what have I disregarded? What have I looked at and gone, nah, I'm not doing that. No, I don't fancy it. I don't think it'll work out. Oh, no, I'm not looking at that. What have you disregarded? So either there's something you've disregarded, or there's something that you may disregard as the months moves on. So stay with it, stay open, stay alert for opportunities, because that's really important. Or you could miss something good because you're just not looking for it, or you're not listening, or you're not interested, or whatever it is. You've got to stay open and focused, because this is an opportunity that can move you forward in a really, really positive way. Okay? Hope that helps. Stay on it, right? Very good. Okay. Great. Okay, hello. Is my husband going to be back, or are we going to divorce? Blessing for our relationship. Okay, let's have a look. I'm sorry you're going through difficulty. If I'm going to send a message to you, it is that whatever happens for your relationship is in alignment with your best happiness. That would be my blessing for you. Let's have a look. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. It's a big question for a one card reading, but I will do my best for you. Okay. Well, will he be back? I think this situation is really difficult. What we've got here is we've got the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is all about a situation in which everybody has to go back to the basics and relearn. So there isn't at the moment a divorce written here, right? I'm not getting a divorce in this situation. Not currently. I'm also not getting necessarily the reunion that maybe you're hoping for. What I do get is the both of you almost like going back to square one and relearning something about your relationship. There is a process here that has to happen. And I don't think there's a divorce anytime soon. But whatever happens over the next few months, it's like you're finding things out. It's like you're learning and discovering, and that process is really important. So what it might say is ultimately, as you learn and discover and do that, maybe you decide you don't want him back. That's the point. Maybe we'll do that. But that's not coming from a hard heart place. That's coming from a what do I need to be happy place. It's coming from a what's our next stage place. So this is going to be a long process, right? There is not an easy answer to this. I can tell you, your question was, are we going to divorce? I think not imminently, no. Maybe, I don't know what's going to happen down the line a long way, but certainly not soon. Not this year, I don't think. But this relationship and your relationship together, that is a whole other ball game, and that is you're going to have to. It's almost like you've got to start from scratch, and you're going to learn things, and you're going to. Yeah. It's an odd one. I'm trying to put it into words exactly what it is, but it's a process which is going to take some time. And you're going to come at the other end of that to a conclusion about your life, which is really important for you. Okay? And, where you want to be and what you want to do. And I think it's taking you to a completely different place. So again, not an easy answer, not a yes, no answer. I think the divorce thing was probably a no, certainly for the foreseeable future. I don't think there's a divorce in the offing. But other than that, you've just got to walk this path. All right. Okay, sweetie. So that was a tough one with one card, but I hope I helped a bit. Great stuff. Okay, great stuff. All right. Good. Thank you, Rizia. That's lovely. Great. I'm glad, Sprinkles. I'm glad that helped. All right, let's have a look. Deepika. Boyfriend Aditya. Current feelings for me. Okay. All right. Less contact. There is less contact. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. All right. Let's see. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised less contact because we've got the Hermit here. Deepika, we are looking at a situation where he's pulled back. He hasn't completely withdrawn. He hasn't ended the relationship, but he's not sure. He's not sure how he feels. He's not sure about the wisdom of the relationship. So on some level, he's taking some time to decide what the best way is forward. Now, I think this is a card of wisdom, really, because it's sort of going inside yourself to come to the truth of how you actually feel. So that's what he's doing. So his current feelings for you at the moment, I would say, again, we're back in the realms of not sure. I don't know what I want. I don't know how I feel moving forward. It's not quite so, it's not as stuck as the Two of Swords that we had before. It's not on the fence. What it is it's like I have a growing feeling that maybe something's not right for me, and I need to step back and come to the truth of that before I do anything else. So he's not saying I don't want to be in a relationship, but he is saying I'm not entirely sure of my feelings and I may need to step back to reassess. All right? That's what he's saying. Makes perfect sense with the less contact. So I would give him that space because that's what he needs right now, and he'll come to his own truth, and then you'll both know what that is when the time's right. Okay. Okay, great stuff. What else have we got? Hello, Robert. Okay. Prabha, lovely to see you, darling. Please, can you tell me how I can stop myself getting anxious every time Mark visits the store I work at? Wherever we had gone, but I still feel anxious. Okay. All right. Let's take a card for you. Okay. Well, this is the King of Wands, isn't it? So this is stepping into the position of confident leader, isn't it? And what it's asking you to do is flip it, Prabha. So I'm going to presume that Mark, when Mark visits, we don't know how Mark feels about the situation, but you wouldn't be feeling anxious if you didn't think he felt confident, right? So if you thought he wasn't confident, you wouldn't be anxious. The reason that you feel anxious is because you think he's confident, and that diminishes you in some way, confidence-wise. So what the King of Wands is a rock star. So what this, I think you kind of fake it till you make it, really. It's basically telling you to completely lean in to what you most fear. Every time Mark visits, I feel anxious. So what do I need to do? I need to stand up straight. I need to go, right, hi, Mark, and then strut your stuff, girl. It's about being visible, and it's about leading. Take the initiative. And that is going to kill your anxiety stone dead, because you know why? Nothing bad's going to happen. That's why. All right? You're only feeding off what you think he feels. So you've got to turn that on its head, right? And you've got to be the rock star. You've just got to. And if you do that, try it, practice it. It doesn't matter if you don't feel it. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You just got to do it. Play the part. Be on stage. It's just a role. Play the part. And I swear to God, it won't take long and you won't fear it at all. I promise. Right? Try it. You don't necessarily have to bring a guitar with you, Decent sized handbag would do. Give it a go. See if it works. Let us know next week. We want to know. Okay, Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow. Hello, new subscriber. You're very welcome. Great stuff. Okay, right. I just need to answer this because I'm not going to answer this with tarot. I want to answer this with just knowledge of things. So you've got to be really careful with skying, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. The thing is with skying, when you're looking, if you're using a black mirror, or when you're looking into a void, you've got to be really, really sure what you're doing, Jody. I don't know if you've had any proper training, if you do any protection, if you have any boundary work up. But the thing is that when you're skying, you're literally opening your front door and going, come all ye. It's a void. You're opening up into the void, right? So when we have tarot, we've got a bridge between us and the energetic world, haven't we? When you do mediumship work, you do it in a set of parameters. So you always make sure you have clear boundaries, you have guides in play, you're in control of the situation. Now, look, darling, I don't know, maybe you've had all this training and that's fine. But I think maybe you haven't had the training, because if you had, you would know whether you were connecting. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying you have to be careful when you're skying, because it's such a come all year, and you don't know who you're connecting to, sweetie. You've got to be careful, right? I would step back from skying maybe, and perhaps use another method of connecting in, or use a circle, connect with some other people perhaps, and just do this in company. I'm sure you're fine. I'm sure it is fine. I'm just, I'm just saying it is the most open of all of the ways of connecting. And because sometimes we're using things like a black mirror, we're connecting into a black void, it can really screw with our energy and our connection, and it can be problematic, is what I'm saying, if you're not an experienced practitioner. I would just be careful a little bit, right? We don't want to mess with areas that are potentially difficult, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right? That's fine. I hope that's okay. Okay. Good. Lovely. Can I have a card? You absolutely can. Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow. Okay. So we're going to take a guidance card for you for the rest of the month, and we're going to take it as guidance, what you should lean into for your best happiness. Okay. Oh, goody, an action-packed card. Good. Knight of Swords. I love the Knight of Swords. Seize the day. Seize the day. Take it by the horns and just do it. So here we have the fighter pilot, right? Which is a little problematic being in the situation that we're in globally at the moment, but nevertheless, we would take it in the spirit in which it's intended. So if you are a fighter pilot and you are given your mission papers and they say, okay, Flower Beauty Peacock Rainbow, here is your task. Here's what you have to go do. You don't get to go, well, I don't know if I feel like it. What they're telling you is take all of your emotion, your fear, your reluctance, your sadness, your whatever emotion it is that is stopping you taking action, and ignore it. Sweep it out the way, push it out the door, lock it in a cupboard, and just do it anyway. Even if it feels uncomfortable, take action. So ask yourself this month, what do you need to get going on, right? No procrastinating, no reasons, no anything. Just do it. Literally seize the day. Literally go into battle. Action is what's needed. What do you need to do? What do you need to get done? What decisions do you need to make? Cleaning and clearing, girl. You've got to get that done. That is going to be in alignment with your best happiness. Good. Take no prisoners is my advice to you. Okay, just I'm gonna recap on your reading. So the Hanged Man is what you had, and what it's telling you is it's not about the challenge. The point is that you ignore it. The point is it's not about what the challenge is. It's about you removing this month any objection to anything that happens. You just allow it to be. And you don't try and rush anything. You don't try and say, am I there yet? Am I there yet? Is it going to happen? You don't do that. Don't do any of that. You just have to hold the space, right? Just hold the space. As a result of that, you'll see things differently. And then it's the seeing things differently that changes things and moves you to the next bit, right? So any problems or challenges there are, because you'll be seeing them differently, you'll either walk through them, or they'll disappear, or you'll know what to do. It's fine, but not now. So don't worry. It's not about the challenge. You don't have to fear. Just allow everything to be. Sacrifice yourself and just go, do you know what? Whatever it is, fine. Bring it on. I'm just going to wait it out, right? That's what you're going to do. Wait it out, and you'll be fine. That's it. Good. Lovely. Hello, Amber. Is there a message I need to know at this time? I haven't done John's reading. I must do a reading for John because I promised. And John has been trying to keep the feed in order. And I have to say, it's been much calmer this week than last week. That's really good. So whatever you're doing, John, something's worked. Okay. Is there a message I need to know at this time? Lovely. Well, you're very welcome here for the first time, Amber. It's lovely to see you. Do please subscribe to the channel and like. And what I'm asking everybody to do is on receipt of your reading after this live, would you please hit play on one of our videos and would you let it run? If you watch it, leave me a little comment because I have to get my views up because YouTube are not showing my videos to anybody. And you know what? We could shift that if we all got together and started watching the videos, please, because I do go to a lot of effort to try and make them as good as I can make them. Right. Okay. Amber, blessings to you too. What message do you need to know at this time? We're going to ask your guides to give you that message. What message from your guides do you need to know at this time? And again, in alignment with your best happiness, what is the message from your guides? Gosh, we've had this card such a lot tonight. This is the card of the night. Wow, the King of Wands again. It's fantastic. So the message from your guides is, Amber, that you have to be visible and confident and you have to take center stage. So it's time for you to step into the spotlight quite literally and lead the way. And this is all about you. Your visibility is a big part of this, I think. So maybe what you're doing is you're not stepping forward in the way that perhaps you could do. This is all about becoming an inspirational leader. He's the rock star. People look at him on stage and go, oh my God, I wish I could be him. That's what they do. When you go to a thing and look at it and go, wow, they're amazing. Wow, they're just incredible. So it's asking you to step into the role of the inspirational leader. Now, whatever that means to you, you don't have to go on stage with a guitar. You don't have to be like the big I am. But what you do have to do is to know that now it's not time for you to be led. It's the time for you to step forward and go, actually, do you know what? I know some stuff. I've done some stuff. I'm good at what I do. And you know what? I can tell you stuff. I can inspire other people. That's the point here. What are you good at? What do you know? How are you going to innovate in some way? It's really important for you. This is from your guides. They want you to step forward. And you have been told. It's a very strong message. Excellent. We like that a lot. Good. I'm glad you understand your message. I'm going to read for John for 1 second because I promised I would. John has a job interview coming up. So we're going to draw a card for John. Okay. And then I'm going to do just a couple more and then I'm going to call it a night because my husband is taking me out for a glass of wine. And that'll be lovely. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. Oh, I didn't. Yes, right. John. Okay, John. Good. Well, you've got the moon, John, which is actually okay, isn't it, really? What do you need to know about the interview? I asked. And so I know you said earlier that you were going to use it as a practice interview, and I think that's a really good plan because this is about don't worry, don't be scared. Literally don't, because and it sounds to me like you're not scared, but maybe you'll be nervous on the day, I don't know. But ultimately, what this is telling you is that I think it's telling you you're moving in the right direction. I think it's telling you that even though you maybe can't see where you're going at the moment, and it looks a little bit like, oh, what's the path ahead? I don't know. That you don't need to fear, that actually you're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. So I think that's really important, and I think it's quite encouraging. So if we place that for your job interview, right? Well, I would say that's quite encouraging, actually. It's quite encouraging. So just be really confident in the interview. Don't just throw it away. If I know that you said you're using it as practice, that's fine, but do it for real, right? Do it for real. Don't be scared of being confident. Go in there and sell it like you own it. That's really important. I think that's good, John. I think it feels encouraging to me. That's really good. Okay. Okay, Cassia, did I miss you? If I missed you, that's fine. I'll do you now. Okay. I thought I'd read for you, darling. Sorry if I've missed you. Don't worry, I don't remember your question, so I probably did. Right, your company has just been acquired by another company. How will the move affect me? Right. All right. Okay. You've got the Empress. Well, that's a very interesting card to get, isn't it? So basically, it'll be all right, won't it? Because the Empress is a lovely card, and actually, it'll be. Flynn, come here. Stop it. I'm in 1 second. Sorry, my dog is whining. You can probably hear. Yeah, it'll actually be positive for you, I think. The move will actually be to your benefit, and I think you'll probably have a better situation as a result of it. In whatever way this turns out, I think you're going to end up to be able to lean in a way that feels positive for you, and actually quite nurturing, because the Empress is quite a caring card, isn't it? And it's quite, it's quite a warm card. So there isn't anything negative in there for you, sweetie. So I think you should be quite confident about the way forward with that. Let's see how that pans out. You can share that with us over the coming weeks and let us know. Excellent. All right, so I have to go, guys, because it's 9:05. So I'm really sorry if I haven't got to your question, but we were supposed to be going out for the day on Sunday, and we didn't go because of the rain. And then we were supposed to go out for a drink together last night, and we didn't go for other reasons entirely. So if I don't go tonight, I'm not going to be going. So, and my husband is waiting just there, waving at me. So I have to go. Forgive me. If you want me to answer your question, please do come back next week. Please come back and be first in the queue, and I will do my best to read for you. And thank you so much for being on the live tonight. Thank you, John, for helping to keep order, as you always do. But it was quite calm tonight, so something happened. So that was lovely. Thank you. Can I please once again ask everybody who's had a reading, and even if you haven't, pick a video on the channel and hit play for me. And if you love me to death, leave me a little comment as well, because that also helps. I really need to get my viewing figures up, and YouTube only responds to viewing figures, right? So if you enjoy the live, please support the channel by playing the videos. I would really appreciate it. All right. Good night, everybody. It has been lovely to see you. I will see you next week. And yes, love to you all. Okay. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.